All right, welcome back, students. In one or two of my classes, we didn't get to the ones that had negatives. We only did positive, positive. So for this example, we're going to do what happens when b is negative. Okay, as you recall, this is in the form of ax squared plus or minus bx plus or minus c, where for this example, a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 8, and c is equal to positive 7. Okay, so we just found everything we needed. It is quadratic because you'll notice both terms here and here are squared, so that is quadratic. So what we start off with is the leading term. Since there is that little imaginary 1 sitting right here, we're allowed to factor this guy out into a and a. Well, that was pretty easy. Of course, both are positive. So now we're going to work with this guy right here, which is our 7. Now, all the different factors of the number 7, well, pretty much we only have one factor. The one factor of 7, and let me clean some of this up over here, is going to be 1 times 7. But we could also make 7 by multiplying negative 1 times negative 7. Both of these will actually give us positive 7. So what we do now is we look right here at this sign, and we notice that it's a negative 8. Okay, so what two type of numbers can I multiply to give me a positive 7 that when I combine give me a negative 8? Well, if I come back up to here and I realize these both are positive, so if I combine them, I get positive 8. But if I combine these two right here, I get negative 8. So what I'm really looking for is two negative numbers. So let's do it. A negative 1 here and a negative 7 here. And that's going to give us what we need. Well, what we want to do, and I apologize, I made this one and I needed to make them a negative 7 so you could see what's happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our first set of parentheses, and in this first set of parentheses, if you'll notice, here and here they both go left, and then here and here they both go right. Well, I'm going to create my pair of parentheses, and I have a left set of parentheses and a right set of parentheses. So in the left set of parentheses, I'm going to write this a and this negative 1. And on my left set of parentheses, I'm going to put in this a and this negative 7. Okay, here's the deal. This will be your answer if it will check out. At this point, I cannot stress how important it is for you to check this to make sure it works out. So let's do it real quick. If I take a and multiply it to a, I get a squared. If I take a and multiply it to negative 7, I get negative 7a. If I take a and multiply it, if I take negative 1 and multiply it to a, I get negative a. And if I take negative 1 and multiply it to negative 7, I get positive 7. Look in the middle. Always look in the middle. If I have negative 7a and I combine it with a negative a, I actually get negative 8a. Here's the 7 that's on the right side, and here's the a squared, and this double checks. That's how I'm certain I have the right answer. So anytime you have a negative in the middle, which is b, and a positive on the c, you want two negatives in a row. There you go. Okay, I'm going to post another video in just a few seconds of what happens when you don't have that case.